Welcome back to Cutting Stems, the after show, Bachelor in Paradise edition. This is week 6. Yep.
7, 9,
6, 4.
I have no idea.
One of those.
Every
6,
every
right.
week.
It might not be one of those.
Look, every week I throw out a number.
Yeah.
Sarah nods her head that I'm right.
Oh yeah.
And every week I don't have the confidence to just say what week it is.
That's all we have to know.
And it's week 6.
It's week 6, confirmed.
Great episode.
Good episode.
Good episode.
Very, very
There's
good.
some shit stirring, man. There's some couples that are being broken up. There's some new people coming in, getting in the mix. But we can start from the beginning. Kat and Tanner continued their conversation.
Fran, I don't know if you heard at the beginning, at the very top of the episode, Jesse Palmer made a statement in his opening remarks, and I would love to repeat it now.
Okay.
The question was, did Hurricane Kat blow up the beach? And she did, in fact, blow up the beach.
You know, she did.
She did.
I had to lower my volume when Kat was talking because
It was
honestly was insufferable. I'm not gonna. I can't front. I can't bounce around it.
It
was brutal to listen to.
We all know a person like Kat, though. It's just fun. Like, it is funny watching it on the beach. She is a nightmare. And
she's a manipulator.
It was really
I was like taking notes.
The conversation
I was like, wow, she's really
the conversation with Tanner
manipulating
and then
the fuck out of these
going to the
people.
girls and being like, oh yeah, I mean, I let him talk first. But then, like, I broke up with him. Like, why are we 14 years old where you have to be like, I broke up with him.
Yes.
He didn't break up with me.
And then when she said, like, it was mutual, no.
Not even close.
He broke up with, he didn't want to be with you anymore when he came back. That was pretty clear, but delusional.
She was in full delusion. And that to me is like, it's an admirable amount of delusion. Like, if you are that delusional and if you are changing the narrative to fit your own benefits that much, and honestly, that successfully, like, how are people so stupid on the beach? I feel like everybody was kind of buying what she was saying. Even,
she was believing her own lies.
She's believing her own lies. And she's spewing her own lies.
I think everybody's afraid of her, to be quite honest. Like, I think even the girls are afraid of her.
I think so,
too. I think the girls are like, we don't want to upset Kat.
Yep.
Like, we'll just listen to her and like, sure, Kat.
Well, if you can't be loved, you might as well be feared.
Yeah.
So I understand.
No, I do. I do feel like that is the situation. 2 new girls on the beach.
New ladies.
Yep. Genevieve and Becca.
Yes.
I keep wanting to call her Bella.
Yeah.
She just seems like more of a Bella than a Becca.
Again,
she does look like a Bella.
Two women I'm pretty sure I've never seen in my life.
Yeah, no,
a lot
stunning.
of people are coming out of the woodwork that I just don't know.
Yeah, it really made me realize how little I paid attention at the beginning of Zach's season.
Yes,
I don't remember any of these girls from that like went home early, but absolute drop dead gorgeous women. I mean, Zach did have a good group of ladies.
Yeah.
Genevieve, stunning. Becca, I almost said Bella. Becca, stunning. Definitely gonna stir shit up. And Genevieve went on this date with Blake. And unfortunately, Jess set the precedent where like, hey, maybe there might be somebody else out there for me. And there is. I'm glad even though Jess like had a breakdown doing it, and I've said this before, she's clearly so afraid to ruffle any feathers. Like, she just instead just starts crying and she's like, I'm not doing anything for me. And like, it's like, clearly you're not. You like somebody else. And Blake went on this date, and Blake and Genevieve seemed like a great pairing.
Yeah, I thought both
they do.
parties, like obviously Jess and Tyler were hitting it off. I love the move Tyler pulled on Jess where he was like, frick it, I'm just gonna kiss her. And then Blake, frick it. I'm just gonna
frick it.
I'm just
keeping
gonna
it
go.
family friendly.
I'm just gonna go. Family friendly program.
Yep.
He was like, I'm just gonna go for it. I also think sometimes like just being afraid to ruffle feathers, that almost ruffles feathers more.
Did totally.
Like when you're like, I don't want to hurt anybody.
Because then it seems like she's keeping secrets.
Right.
Totally.
But like it's really just because she's a nice person, but then sometimes it comes across like...
I'll say this. I think that sometimes that's annoying. I think that if somebody's too busy tiptoeing around, I almost want to be like, spit it out, make up your mind. All right, grow up. Let's talk about it. You can't.
I agree.
You're gonna hurt some feelings. We're on the beach. Feelings will get hurt, and no one is safe. So don't. And neither are you, by the way. You have gotten your feelings hurt. So just go with the flow. You know what I mean? Let's not. We don't need to sit here and like go over this on and on about how we're like sad about hurting people's feelings. Like it's past the point. You know.
My favorite part of this episode, I texted you guys about it. I watched the scene multiple times because there was a point where they were cutting back and forth between Tyler and Jess on the daybed talking, kissing, and Genevieve and Blake on their date talking, kissing. And maybe for the first time ever, they used some kind of rap song. I don't know, because like the music that they use isn't real music. It's like the non-copyright music, whatever, because it's not like Love Island where they pay to like use the songs. And the scene ended and I was like, wait a second, what? Fever Dream, what was that music playing? Went back, listened to it again. The lyrics were so fucking funny. It was a guy being, I'ma need you to choose. But it was like, make a decision soon.
Who's working?
Is it me and you
working on this
or is
season?
it you and me? I was like, oh my god!
It was an interesting choice.
Did they have somebody record this just for this moment?
That's so
I
crazy.
was dying.
It could be though. Like we have that
They've
system
never used
here though.
They have
where you can find some good songs.
You find some songs
that fit. You're like, damn, is that like a custom song? Right, did that fit? Like, how does that fit so well?
I don't think they have ever used a song like that. If anything,
funny,
it's like ominous music plays when they cut back and forth.
Not really a lot of words.
No.
Usually.
I don't know if I've ever heard
the rap
words in any of the songs
unreal.
they use, apart from Almost Paradise.
Yes.
But I think that the beach in general is
it's like
now
Sunset.
Completely. I think
with all the music's there. I'm a hot bitch. I'm a hot
yeah.
bitch.
Exactly.
It's just made for Selling Sunset.
Exactly. I think that I'm happy about what's going on the beach because it is now drama filled. Like this is a very exciting season, and I think Tanner's conversation with Kat was hilarious to watch because she was just doing the exact opposite of anything that she was actually thinking. Like the cut to between her in testimonial and her actually talking to Tanner, I was like, this girl, first of all, is all talk and she's about to blow this man up like the minute she walks away from him. So that was hilarious. I think that the added wrinkle of her, she's just trying to get in everybody's business and fuck everybody's shit up because her shit is not right. Her business going in the bathroom and telling Eliza that Aaron B is bad news. That was insane. And done seemingly for no reason. Threw Charity right under the bus. With that
escalated quickly.
And
there had
I don't
to have
know,
been some
she's
producer
just
manipulation in that one.
Had to be.
Because it's too much of a coincidence that right after Charity showed up.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Like it's like
even her being like, "Oh shit, I can't believe I haven't told you
up.
this whole time." Like, I keep meaning to tell you.
It was perfect timing.
Like there was some collusion happening there. Like I don't know if maybe Kat had told producers that Charity had said that to her, and then their brains went going to try.
What do you think about that story?
All of a sudden Charity just popped down. I did not hear any. I don't know. I felt like
I didn't hear that either.
Didn't know any of these things about Aaron.
We must have missed this.
We must have missed it, or people just really didn't care.
Or they were like, all right, whatever, because it,
but I guess the ex went to Charity directly, I think.
She DM'd her. So the story goes that the story that Aaron B is peddling is that he was dating this girl over the summer, they broke up, then he started dating a different girl in like a couple months later, and they broke up. And it's unclear to me which one of those two girls is messaging Charity.
Right.
I think the first girl, because it sounds like the first girl wasn't really convinced they were broken up yet by the time he was dating that second girl. So she took it upon herself to be like, Charity, this man dates multiple people at once. This man is dishonest, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. We still haven't really heard whether or not there's like proof of this. As far as Aaron B is concerned,
I mean,
the
his
timeline
explanation
is...
It didn't really
great. Give him any favors. No.
And his explanation was all over the place.
All over the place.
Not doing himself any favors
like, I'm not really following. He was just throwing a lot of months out there.
And then and multiple girls, he was like, Eliza was like, I thought it was just one girl. He's saying girls.
And
like,
then he was like, then there was another one.
Right, he like overexposed himself.
Right.
Like, what's her face? Kat didn't even know that extra wrinkle in it. He just thought that he like came to paradise with a girlfriend.
But
I think that
it's a tale as old as time where they talk about how somebody showed up because they were saying that he showed up to charity season with a girlfriend. We saw this happen with Jed. This is literally what happened between Hannah and Jed. And it happens every season where somebody comes out and says that person was talking to me right before they went on the show.
Why do you think that nobody learns their lesson on this? Like, don't make a plan with your girlfriend before you go on the dating show, because one, that girlfriend is gonna get pissed and expose you if you go far and you have attention, and two, you're just always gonna get found out. Like, the timelines are never gonna match up. Just
feel like
break
men
up with everybody cold turkey.
I truly feel like in their mind it's like, oh well, obviously I'm gonna date her up until I leave, and then like I'll break up with her and then I'm single. Right. Like in their mind, it's like there's no blurry. I broke up with her a week ago. I'm single.
Exactly.
And that it's like
exactly. And there are no blurred lines. And also too, I think it's very. If I were to guess, I think that a lot of these men who go on, and I say men only because I feel like this isn't a problem with the girls. Like, have we ever heard of a girl who like never broke up with a boyfriend and then get on the show?
Was talking to a guy like right before.
And I would say the same thing in that situation, but I think with these guys is that they don't want to do that hard break just in case they're only on for like 2 or 3 weeks and they come back and they're like, oh, it didn't work out, but I'll get some time, and like, all right, now let's get back together. In which case the girls who are bringing them back, I mean, you're out of your mind. But I just have your cake and eat it too. Typical classic case. Classic case.
So Kat also decided that she's gonna go for John Henry now. And
that was another stunning display.
Force. Yeah, the Kat Olivia feud is definitely gonna come to a head next week. And if I wasn't like so annoyed by Olivia, I think I would be like, yeah, because some things Olivia is saying, I'm like, she's right. Like
she's spot on,
like the words coming out of Olivia's mouth are right. The way she says it,
Olivia.
the way she
really
says
does.
it, and just like she goes like a little too far. You know,
agreed.
Where it's like, okay, Olivia, we would all be on your side so hard, but you're just pushing a little too much. It's just like a little too mean almost.
She makes like one too many jokes that enter the realm of
like
mean.
Honestly, like Olivia making fun of her flirting with John Henry, like doing the hair and being like, oh my God, so wait.
That was hilarious.
Your job is dangerous.
I laughed at
that too.
Really hard.
But then there was like a couple things where it's just like, you know, it's a couple name calling things. I mean, granted, Kat is just could not give one single fuck about Olivia. It's insane.
I also
Kat being kind of upset about or I think this was like in the preview or whatever. But Kat, or no, not wasn't the preview, but like the kissing, and she was like mad that he was kissing Olivia. It's like, no, they're the ones that are already coupled together.
Couple. That's what I'm saying. You're the one that's come in here and tried to swoop through and get whatever. And can I say, John Henry, you got to be smarter than this. Did he really not know what she was doing, trying to get a rose? Like is he just like a precious idiot? Like, yes, I don't know. I think that he just, I know drills underwater, and that's all I know.
I was going to say, I think that it's very clear she's not really interested in John Henry. Oh my God, all of a sudden I just want hit a makeout from John Henry. Like, I think
I've just had a really good time talking to you all day.
Yeah, I think that she's just like, all right, this is my
ever.
last chance here. I need to go after somebody fast or else I'm going home.
Yeah. And just really no consideration for Olivia whatsoever. I thought that was pretty wild. I would hope I have a feeling from the preview, I think John Henry is like, this is a little too much, I'm going home.
That's what they certainly make it seem like with all those sour faces. I think too that I don't want to be a hypocrite, because if I were Olivia in this situation and Kat were doing what she was doing, I think I would be equally as mean as Olivia and equally as bitchy. I also do though think that I would be a lot more vocal about it. I would be like, out loud yelling, being like, why Kat's like coming in here all of a sudden. Like, I would have said it to her face in front of people. Like, you're just talking to him to get his rose. Like, everybody fucking sees that. Can you?
I feel like
why is everyone so afraid of this girl?
I feel like there's not a lot of like
someone has to be fed up.
Like, what are you doing?
It's crazy to me that people aren't calling that out. Like, and also wait. Oh yes, when Aaron B brings her down to the beach to confront her about bringing up the girlfriend thing to Eliza and Charity and whatever, her being like, I heard that from Charity and I didn't tell any of these people. And then he was like, you just told Eliza. And he's like, well, yeah, of course I told her because blah, blah, blah. Like she is lying and spinning in real time and people are just believing it. Aaron B at the end of that conversation was like, all right, well, and I'm like, all right, nothing. She lied to you and then lied again in the same 30 seconds.
A lot of words come out of Kat's mouth for not really saying anything.
Yes.
You know? So...
And
it's
like
great
I said,
TV. It's great TV.
I often have to lower the volume when she's on.
It's tough.
Yeah. So Braden was, there were some very funny moments, I will admit. Braden's
Braden's
funny.
a
star.
When Braden was like, yo, Kat's a homie hopper. Like that was funny.
hilarious.
I was laughing.
And facts.
Now, I feel bad for Rachel. I really do. Because Braden and Rachel had such a great date.
Yeah.
I really felt like they had something. And boy, did Braden just say, don't care, headed out to this other date. And he's like, this date's so much better than that date.
I think Braden just feels a spark with anybody he goes on a date with. Like
completely.
He's like, oh my God, this is amazing. Every single time.
I think his ego really got hurt from the cat shit. And now he's like, I'm going to go on any date I can get.
Yeah.
Completely. I was upset that Trent was not going to be here today because the Braden Hive, Braden Hive did take a hit with that behavior. I saw that and I went, no, Braden, we loved you and Rachel. We loved all this.
Yeah.
And he loves love, you know what I mean? He loves attention, he loves love, he loves a shining moment where he gets to go on a date. Like he's about all of those things. And we love him for that. But it's now making me question the legitimacy of his emotions. You know what I mean? Like, does he actually like these people or does he?
Keep forgetting that he's so young.
Yeah.
He made it seem like he was insinuating that Rachel is more of like a fling, whereas he could see real love with Becca because he literally said, I'm not looking just for a summer fling. I'm looking for real love.
Yeah.
And so I feel like maybe he got the vibe with Rachel that it would just be like a fun little thing.
Yeah.
And
which
that
is fair. But
wants to, pursue Becca more. But it was a quick jump.
Yeah, it was.
Very quick.
And hey, if he feels the spark more, he feels the spark more.
Yeah.
You can't blame him. But we were all very excited
I was
about
very
him and
excited.
Rachel.
I know.
Yep.
I was ready to jump on board for Braden and Rachel for sure.
I thought that
So
the
vibe
was great.
Yeah, unfortunate spin there. We'll see what happens because, of course, like the guys had the roses, so they are gonna have some big decisions to make. Charity, the cliffhanger was Charity showing up, talking to Eliza, kind of like telling her side of the story, which we didn't really fully get. TBD on that.
We got a lot of her like, yes.
Yeah.
With,
This is just like a lot for Eliza. And of course, after what happened last year, this is exactly what she wanted to avoid.
I feel bad for her.
So
right now.
I feel like she could pull the exact same move she pulled last year where she's just like, I'm out of here.
Once again, I'm out
it.
and probably never coming back.
This failed again.
Yeah.
And I will not be doing it again.
But it's like too overwhelming for her. Like there's too many stories being thrown at her. And then what if she trusts Aaron and then he betrays her? Then she's gonna she's gonna feel silly.
And that's the thing is the not being able to trust. Like when has she been given an opportunity where she's able to trust anybody? You know what I mean? Last year or this year. Like it's either too many snakes in that paradise grass. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So that was the big cliffhanger. I think we touched on basically everything.
Was that pretty much everything?
Yeah. And then we can
Blake and
Jess and Tyler.
We talked
about their
it.
date. Yeah.
I think Jess and Tyler is like a great
I
pairing.
like that too.
I don't know
like
what's
that
going to
too.
happen with Mercedes. Jess, this is where Jess is going to get herself in trouble because she's good friends with Mercedes. And there's a lot of scenes. They're touching. She's got her arm around Mercedes. They're chatting it up.
But Mercedes did seem like she's like, I don't really want them to go on the date because I do think that they would hit it off. Like,
no,
it doesn't
100%.
You know
but
what
I think she's going to be mad. Like, I think Jess
definitely
has
upset.
not shared her feelings towards about Tyler to anybody
for sure.
So it's like in that case, people are going to be like, oh, why didn't you fucking say something? Like,
totally. I think though that when if it happens, I don't think that. Like, I don't think Mercedes will react like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Sure, we could pick Mercedes, but you know what I mean? Like, if he doesn't pick her, I don't think that she would react in the same way as like all the other people who get super pissed on the beach. You know what I mean? I think she would just kind of be like, shit, nah, I kind of thought this would happen. Like, that's why I didn't want you guys to hang out.
I do love watching Tyler on the show, though, and I'm glad he did kind of go for it because there's a lot of guys that are clearly just staying with their lady, and Tyler, switched it up a little bit, and he's got that South Jersey accent that is very comforting.
Yes, Yes, it is. Yes, feels like home.
Yeah. Okay, so let's cut some stems. Let's give out some roses.
Yes.
Let's crack open our ice cold Coors Lights.
Chili.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Trent's not here. Trent's in the Dominican Republic, by the way. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh, yeah.
He's at the place I stayed at.
Is he on vacay?
No, they're doing something
doing
for
a
foreplay.
shoot, right?
Oh, he's staying at fucking.
He's staying at Casa de
Campo?
Yeah, I
On
mean,
a work
they
trip?
put it all over Instagram, so it's okay to say. I went there for
No
my
way.
friend's bachelorette in August, and Trent texted me yesterday, and he goes, "Did you stay at Casa de Campo?" And I'm like, "Yeah, in the DR." He goes, "Yeah, we're here for work right now." I'm like, "What?"
Okay.
That's crazy.
They have a full golf course there. Like the villas are on the golf course, so maybe
Maybe
it's
they're
like-
filming something somewhere.
They are.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Fucking
Okay.
cheers to
luxury.
Trent.
Trent, what a
Cheers.
life, my guy.
I gave a
Work
restaurant
at Casa de-
recommendation.
Yep.
Work at Casa de Campo.
Yep.
Straight
What a
up.
dream. Okay.
That's so crazy.
Rhea,
right
would you like to
now.
go first?
Okay, I'm going to give my rose to Tyler and Jess, but more specifically, Tyler making that move to kiss Jess.
Yeah.
They were nervous. They wanted it. They were afraid, but they went for it, and I bet it was magical.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looked like a good kiss.
It did.
Yeah, it did.
And I'm going to cut Kat. I'm just cutting
Yeah,
Kat.
it's fair.
Like, I know that's easy and simple, but like, I'm just cutting Kat.
It's well deserved at this point.
She really annoyed me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna do my stem cut first, and I'm unfortunately cutting the stem of Aaron B. I didn't buy that weird ass story. He's gotta get his timeline straight.
The math is
before-
not mathing, as
the math
the kids
is not
say.
mathing.
Yeah.
And it's just
He needed to be a little bit more confident in it,
Right.
and a little bit more passionate.
a little more confident. I do appreciate him admitting to it right away and not just like lying. You know what I mean? I feel like lying is usually
Right.
the automatic response, and I appreciate him not lying. But still, you gotta work on that timeline
was
before
too
you
messy.
get back with Eliza. Figure it out. I'm gonna give my rose. It's controversial
Let's hear it.
to Kat.
Oh, God.
She
You disgust me.
God.
put on a display that I
did
have
put- she
no
did put on-
choice but to respect.
It was
and
a-
as,
I
as
can't
a
even-
lover,
I can't
It
even
was
as a lover of
all-star
villains.
villain
Yes.
episode for her.
As a lover
like,
of villains,
the entire episode really was
I had
just
no
she one
choice.
upped herself every single
every
moment.
single moment, I was gasping
Between the
at
conversation with Tanner,
Yes.
telling Eliza secretly in the bathroom, flirting with John Henry,
Yep.
getting pissed about John Henry kissing Olivia when she's not even the one in a couple with John Henry.
Exactly.
I can usually really appreciate a villain storyline. Like, I'm like, oh man, you gotta have
Yeah.
one. Hers was too annoying for me.
Although
was-
she was definitely getting vampire. What do they call it? No. What do they call the soundbite? Vampire soundbite? Why am I saying vampire? Just 'cause it's
What? I don't know
Halloween?
why you're saying that. Yeah.
Ghost soundbite?
No sound-
Something soundbite.
Oh, where like sound bites were placed over times where they
Like,
actually
it's
didn't
like,
happen.
They don't actually show her talking.
Right. That yes.
What the hell are those called?
I don't
They
know
ca-
what that's called.
What? Frankenbite.
A Frankenbite?
Okay, so
that's not
spooky.
bad.
I was on the right
No,
track.
you're on the
I
right
have
track.
never
I
heard
was
that
right.
in my life.
I don't know why
wow,
vampire
wow,
was
wow.
the first thing
about
I
it
came
with
up
people
with.
that were on the show.
Frankenbite.
Yes, it's a
Interesting.
Frankenbite. There were moments where you can tell, like, if you listen really closely,
Yeah.
a word is different.
Yeah.
Like, there was a point where she was in her confessional and they didn't show, like, they were cutting back and forth to her, but she was not on camera, and the soundbite was, John Henry is mine. And, like, the mine was, like, a little,
Right.
a little off.
I can't believe they're allowed to do that.
It is
That
crazy.
is
I
so
can't believe it
fucked.
either.
They can
'Cause
do
that
it.
is just so
and I was
fucked
like,
up.
From the way she was talking, I was like, she did not say that. Like,
So
she
then
definitely
maybe-
was pissed
so
at
then
Olivia.
maybe this is a joint.
The next line that was on camera wasn't great, but
No,
like
right.
John
But no-
Henry is like it was
so
like
then,
a
okay. I would like to slightly change the situation. I would like it to be a dual rose for Kat and the producers for helping her villain shine through, because
Yeah,
it
they're
was
pushing
really like
it hard
I was
for
cooking
sure.
dinner and I was watching it. I was gasping and I had to like stop watching dinner. I was like, "There's no way she's doing this right now." Like,
Yeah.
and I am never that engaged unless somebody's doing some bad shit. So hats
Yeah.
off, true villain of paradise the whole time.
Yeah.
Kat gets my rose.
She is a real villain.
Yeah.
For sure.
I will be giving my rose to the rap song, obviously.
Of
I
course,
just-
Yes.
I
Downloading
loved
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I went like, now this episode is out. Obviously, we're recording early, so I can't like post the clip anywhere. But I would like that to be cut and shared because what the
That's
hell
hilarious.
was that song? Truly.
So
but
good.
loved it. Like, I love, they're clearly trying to mix it up a little bit. I see what they're trying to do. Is it working? I don't know, but I appreciate the effort. And I am going to cut the stem. I mean, I do agree. I doubly agree with Rhea on the cat stem cut.
Yes, of course.
I would specifically go cat the flirting. I thought was just terrible to watch. But I will go. I gotta go with Braden on this one. I just, you know,
again, it was a massive hit to the Braden hive. It was hard to. It was hard to him. Stay loyal. I still am. I'm still in the hive.
Yeah, it happened to him, and he was very upset. And he just went and
now he's doing it.
It right to Rachel.
Tough
They
look.
had such a great date. They were having so much fun, laughing, and he's gonna come back. And it's just, you know, I think that might be the end for Rachel, sadly. Which, you know, it was. Braden and Rachel, I thought had a good connection.
Yep,
But
I
guess
thought so
Braden
too.
and Becca do too.
I thought so too. I'm interested to see how that all shakes out because Braden, he hasn't talked to Rachel yet, right?
No,
We haven't seen that happen.
no, we haven't
yet.
seen him come back from their date.
And
yet.
she's going to be
excited for that.
upset.
Yeah, no,
She is going to be upset.
she's definitely gonna be upset.
I hope he cries a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my God, wait, I can't believe we didn't talk about it. Who was the girl he went on? Becca?
Yeah.
Said he looked like Johnny Depp.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
That's how he looked like
fuck.
Johnny Depp. And he's like,
Oh my God, I'm so glad you brought that up. In my mind, I was like, don't forget to say that. I was like,
Yeah.
honestly, Braden probably like
That's so
honestly got a little hard at that
Yeah.
No,
moment.
100%.
Because
100%.
all he wants to be is Johnny Depp.
Yes.
And for her to be like, you kind of give Johnny Depp
The laugh
vibes,
he gave, he was like,
I thought,
he's like, people
I've
say
been,
that.
I've been told that once or
Yeah,
twice.
it's like literally the laugh
he was
like
excited.
a
That definitely
No, he
sold him.
quite literally was like, thank
It
you
was amazing.
so much.
Yeah, that made it.
Honestly,
entire
that's
life.
probably why he was like, forget Rachel.
No,
This girl thinks
fully,
I'm Johnny Depp.
Fully.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like,
Rachel
oh, I'm
never
in.
called me Johnny Depp. Yeah.
Oh, man.
God. Yep.
Kelly, thank God you remember that.
Yep.
I forgot
Yes.
that, and that was
Yep.
a major, crucial part of that date. And he was sweating far too much as well. I know it's hot,
Yeah,
but like,
it's enough.
Yeah.
too much. Okay,
I can't blame the sweating. It's hot
Yeah.
there.
It's true. It's hot there, but still.
I think that wraps it up for this week.
Yes.
I think
It
so
does.
too. Excellent episode. I'm
excellent
looking forward
episode.
to
Great episode.
Big
the
to be
next.
continued. Big rose ceremony next week. There's going to be
Finally.
some big decisions made, like Blake and Tyler and Braden, and like big decisions. John Henry, he might just straight up leave instead of having to
be so
upset
crazy.
Kat.
That'd be
He
so
might
crazy.
be so afraid of Kat that he just leaves.
Yeah.
People are so afraid
Removes
of her.
himself and
Yeah.
doesn't even talk to
We
her.
need a few more people who can feel comfortable in conflict on the beach because
Yeah.
someone needs to put her in her place, and it's crazy
Yeah.
that everyone
She's
is just
just-
hiding away.
the
She's
girls are afraid
wreaking
of her.
havoc.
She's out of control.
She's out of control. She's
Truly
wreaking
out of control.
havoc.
Yeah.
Someone needs to come down and be like, "Girl, you're not all that."
Like calmly too. Like
Calmly, yeah, be like,
that's
"Girl,
how
you're
you'll
embarrassing
win."
yourself.
But
Always.
You're being lame, Kat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this is
Chill out.
embarrassing, and none of us think this is cool.
Right.
All
You're
I
out
have to
of
do is
control.
say that she's uncool, and then
Yeah,
I'll be
you'd be
like,
like, you're
she's
so
dead.
not cool and you're out of control.
That's how you
so-
kill a bully.
Stop
tell
being
them not
so
cool.
uncool.
Yeah, you call him a loser.
Yep.
Simple as that.
All right, guys, that wraps it up. We will be back next week for another episode of Cutting Stems.
Cheers to Trent and Casa de Campo.
Cheers.